Hello, good evening. Hope you're all well. You join me in a very gloomy, overcast Harlow on Tuesday the 25th of November. So if you caught my little clip I did last night, I just mentioned that I'm going to come back to doing these videos. And the main reason is I think it's really challenging times at the moment for us owner drivers, and especially us owner drivers that just work the CX. For those of you are very new to this game, perhaps in your first few months, first year, those of you who are thinking of joining the industry, this time of year should be very, very busy. Darker mornings, darker nights, slows the traffic down, which means it takes longer to do jobs. The weather, I think it's been fine down here in the southeast, but I think up north, snow last week and not the best conditions. And of course, this time of year, you expect drivers to be moving over now to parcel deliveries. We see the adverts for 200, 220, 240 and even more per day delivering Christmas parcels. Although, to be fair, there not seem to be as many adverts for those drivers around this year. But that's systematic. And of course, we're 4 weeks from Christmas, so we should be really, 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 really busy. And we're not. Without doubt, it's down to the budget, which we're expecting tomorrow. At my ripe old age of 61, we've been through this all before with potentially horrendous budgets and having an effect on the economy. If you've watched my videos in the past, you know I used to be a black cab driver, and I still speak to friends, colleagues that still do that job in London. Weekends are not too bad, but during the week it's not anywhere near as busy as it should be. I've got some friends in the road haulage industry with Arctics from long ago that I still keep in contact. One's in general haulage, he's finding it quiet and a bit of a struggle. The other one's in events, music tours and stuff like that, and they're okay, to be fair. They have quite a busy diary. They've got plenty of work booked in for 20. They're doing pantomimes, coming into pantomime season now for them, but they've got conferences and music tours booked. Even told me he's got 15 trucks already booked out in 2027. Blimey. And I'm worrying about tomorrow. Anyway, so yeah, it's down to the budget for me. I think we've just got to see what happens tomorrow. It will take a few days for it all to sink in. There may be companies might be a little bit more optimistic, and more importantly, us individuals might be more optimistic. Those people who are holding back on having kitchens, new kitchens and extensions and solar panels and all the little bits that we contribute to. Of course, one plus side of it being very, very quiet seems to be the demise of good old Tommy and Tommy Courier Services. Not been seen for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and he's disappeared off the CX completely. I find it amazing that obviously he's struggling as well. I mean, he was doing £5,000 a week, £250,000 a year, and he's giving it up. So just shows how bad it must be for the rest of us. The bloke was an idiot. I actually quite miss it because his videos were just getting more and more outrageous. I think he did one where he picked up in Trafalgar Square, as he normally did in London, went to Birmingham, delivered, and managed to deliver to Lodz in Poland, all on the same day, and got about £4,500 for it. You'd probably do well to get that in an Arctic, to be fair. But anyway, whatever he goes on to do, I'm sure he'll be an instant success of it and be a millionaire at the end of his first month. So, me, what's happened today? Well, if you saw last night's video, I've been off for a week. I had some problems with the van. The clutch was starting to play up at the beginning of last week, and so I just realised I need to go another way. And I had the clutch redone yesterday, complete new clutch fitted to the van. I've done 110,000 myself in this van, and plus the 15 when I bought it, so 125. So I think the clutch has just come to the end of its life, which is fine. These things happen. The garage said to me, just run it around this morning just pop it in just to make sure there's no leaks on the system, or bring it in the next couple of days. And I went home last night, looked for some work, couldn't find any. A couple of jobs. There was a small van job up to Ipswich, which I bid £50 on from Colchester. Didn't get that, so I wasn't overly bothered. The wife's off from work this week, so I didn't see any great need to get up first thing early, super early this morning. So I rolled out of bed about 7, tootled around, took the dog for a little walk, had some breakfast, and then took the van for a little drive for about half an hour, just down to Clacton and back, just to give the clutch an outing. Just ran it into the garage, and they just put it straight on the thing and had a quick check, and no, everything's fine. So we had a good clean bill of health. I think it was about 8:30, 8:45. I started actively looking for work, and there was bits around. There was a few jobs going into central London from the Colchester area, and I really didn't fancy it. I just didn't fancy going into central London at all, to be honest. And obviously just having the clutch, I didn't want to give it an absolute hammering going into central London. So I gave those ones a bit of a wide berth. Another job up into Ipswich, which I put a £50 bid on, didn't get. Job from Colchester going to Edgware. What was that? No, it wasn't. Yeah, Edgware it was. I put a price of £80 on that, didn't get that one either. Did finally get a job from Manningtree, although to be fair, it says Manningtree, but it's on the A120 going to Harwich. Company I've done quite a few jobs for, and that was just going down to Hackney, London E9, yeah, it was E9, Homerton, really E9, not Hackney, but you would know it's Hackney, not Homerton, probably. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Straightforward, insulation boards, medium van job, 77 miles. I bid £80 and got that job, so that was a decent one to get me started. I got there just after 10. I was off site just on about 10:30. Just that they were loading another vehicle at the time, and just had to wait for that to finish. Got down to delivery just after 12, about 12:10, which was fine. Hate those sort of residential type deliveries. They're insulation boards, and it's always, oh God, where am I going to park? But I was really lucky. There was a great big empty space outside the house that's being renovated, and a couple of the guys were outside, so I was all done, off and away within about 10-15 minutes. I sat around there for about 10 minutes, but I didn't expect much out of that sort of East London area. So made my way down to Dagenham, and decided I'm going to have some lunch, treat myself to McDonald's, and then start looking after that to see what I could find in the afternoon. I wasn't expecting a lot, and to be fair, that's what happened. There wasn't a great lot about. There were some jobs again into central London which didn't really suit. There was some jobs from Grays, Basildon, going over to Heathrow Airport, and this is probably where I'm my own worst enemy, that I do get a little bit choosy now in the afternoons what job I'm going to do. Realistically, if I go from, say, Basildon Grays to Heathrow Airport, I'm only going to get £60-70. Where I am, I'm 2 hours from home. If I go there to the airport, I'm 3 hours from home. Are those jobs worth doing? Maybe, maybe not. I decided to sort of stick it out and see if I could get something better. There was a nice job from Brentwood going up to Norwich, just north of Norwich, 120 miles. Long wheelbase job, put a price of £120 on that, didn't get it. A few others. There was a job from Barking going to Chingford for mileage, it's nothing, it's 11 miles, but it's time. Put £50 on that, didn't get that. Probably fair enough, probably going to be £40, although the company was advertising it for quite a while after they rejected my price. So that probably tells you something. In the end, I did get a job I've done before, and it's a tiddler, just going from Grays up to Harlow. Again, normally I get £50 for that, and I'm not sure. I put £40 on it because it's sort of on my way home-ish, and I got it. Well, actually, tell a lie, I did get it. I actually reposted it at £40. That's right, and I put the £40 on it and got it. And this again is one of the downsides of when it's quiet. If you're a shipper, I don't know, let's say you want to make £500 a day on your jobs that you subcontract, and you sell 25 jobs a day, and you're looking to make £20 on each job. When it's quiet and you've only got, let's say, 15 jobs to sell, you're going to try and get £30 on each job. So the poor old self-employed owner-driver's the one that's going to lose that extra tenner, and that's what happened in this case. So you normally get 50 for that, got 40. It's just after 4 o'clock. I'm on my way home. I don't really see there's going to be much coming out. There's plenty of work popping up. Well, not plenty of work, but there's work popping up for tomorrow morning. Couple of jobs I bid on, but again, nothing. One into central London, I bid 125, didn't get that. That's currently being reposted, so they obviously want to pay less, which is fine, their prerogative. There was a job going to Birmingham. I think I put 160 on that. That went straight away, didn't get that. But I just have got a job just literally minutes ago from Colchester in the morning at 7 o'clock, and that's just going to Housestead, so it's literally 20 miles. Won't take too long, so we'll get that done in the morning. Housestead's not a bad area, there is some work out of there, and I can either come back towards Colchester or just go down the road to Braintree. So hopefully we can get something better from there. But it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you're all well. I hope you're doing okay. Obviously, a lot of people will be saying, oh, if you had your own customers, you'd be doing great. Well, listening to what a few people say who've got their own customers, they're not doing great either. Perhaps touch on that tomorrow or Thursday. Anyway, leave it there. Try and keep it under me 10 minutes if I can. Anyway, it's lovely to be back. Hope you enjoy it, and hope you're all doing okay, as I say, and we'll chat tomorrow. All the best now. Cheers, Paul.